Okay, that's also what I want to talk about, like moving to Atlanta. It's not what it's all cracked up to be. Like, honestly, the people out here are so fake. It don't even make sense. Like, I know so many fake people being here. It's not even funny. They act like they're your friend. They're not your friend. Um, like, I don't know. It's a lot of, I dealt with a lot of weird stuff being out here. Like, I'm gonna just tell y'all examples. When I first moved out here, I went to the studio because I do music. I don't know if y'all watch my page, y'all might know that. Or if y'all new to my page, I got music videos and music on here, so if y'all want to check that out. But I went to the studio and I went with some people that I had just met moving out here. But the people that the person I went with was someone that my family member knew, and they knew his family member. That's how me and him kind of linked up. But I brought my cousin with me or whatever, right? This was story time. So we get there, vibes is good, whatever. And his friend, out of nowhere, we just chopping it up. And his friend called me a B. He called me the B word. And I was like, first though, do not call me out my name. Like, that's mad disrespectful. Like, and plus, you're a man. Like, men need to know how to respect women. You don't call women out their name. Like, and that just makes you female made. Like, only men that act like females call girls out their name, period. And a real man, he not even gonna argue with you. He gonna walk away. And plus, nothing even happened for that to even escalate to that point. Even though shit never happened, we were all just chopping it up, talking. All that one. And then he apologized. And then he was just like, oh, I'm drunk and I'm high, whatever. You know what's crazy? I had like 5 or 8 shots that night. I am a female. If I can handle my liquor, you are a man. I'm not gonna lie. You should be able to handle your liquor too. Even though I'm not gonna say men should know how to handle their liquor, because some people just don't. But it never should get to that level where you call people out their name. Like, come on, like, nah, get your ish together. And then he was trying to back with my cousin or whatever, and then he gonna call her a B when he was trying to talk to her. And that's why when he was trying to talk to her, I asked him, I was like, what shit, how old are you? Because that's my little cousin. I'm gonna be protective, whatever, I don't care. And then he called her out her name after he just apologized to me for calling me out my name. Then he go call her out her name. I'm like, yo, like, what's good with this guy? I'm like, nah, we leaving. It took everything in me not to hit him. And the main reason why I didn't hit him is because, first off, he's a man. And you shouldn't put your hands on nobody, period. But I'm not gonna lie, if he was a female, I would have put my hands on him. No funny. I would have put my hands on him. The only reason I put my hands on him because he a man, and men are 10 times stronger than you. I don't care what nobody say, and he could have hit me back. You know what I'm saying? If I would have put my hands on him, he could have hit me back. So I'm like, we leaving. And I said to him, I'm like, yo, what if I called you a B? Like, you tripping. Like, you need to chill. And we just left. I'm like, yo, we leaving. We out. Like, this is weird. Like, another thing, the people out here are weirdos. They are weirdos out here. I'm like, nah, we leaving. And his friend checked him or whatever. But yeah, like, That was the first encounter. Um, I was like, never again. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I was like, never again. And the people out here are weirdos. I ain't gonna lie, like, my light disturbs people demons. So, it's like the older I get, I try not to even get, I try not to even give people a reaction, because it's like that's what people want. Like, they want a reaction. They want a reaction out of you. So sometimes you gotta starve them and not give them no reaction at all. And a lot of people are just like, they hate themselves low key, and they see you, and it's like they're intimidated, you know? They're intimidated. That whole studio situation was so weird to me. But I really think that was God trying to show me this ain't the right people you should be around. This ain't the right. And I was trying to make connections when I went to the studio, you know, just moving out here. But I ended up going to another studio anyways and making my own connections. Because when you're a boss, really, you go out and you get your own stuff and get your own connections, you know? And those people were no good anyway. And then so the boy that I checked them, the boy that I came with, I ended up cutting him off too, because I went to a party with her, but I really went because my other friend was there. And it was like a childhood friend that I knew since a child. When I got there, whatever, the boy that I went to the studio with was acting mad shady, like throwing mad shots at me and stuff, like. And so I just came at him too. But it's like, y'all really act like females out here, like, and y'all really do. Y'all really act like females. It is weird. But I ended up knowing, somebody told me he liked me, and I already knew he liked me way before. So I don't know if it was because of that, because he felt some type of way because his friend liked me, the boy that I grew up with, or what. Well, not really grew up with, but knew as a child, because, or whatever. I don't know if it was because of that or what, but he was already weird, because when we went to the studio, he was doing something I didn't like anyway. So I was like, these people are a whole bunch of weirdos, and like, I'm gonna pray for y'all, really though. But moving to Atlanta is not what you really think it is. Like, especially, I would just stay to, if I was you just moving to Atlanta, and it's not people that you know all your life, I would just say don't even be friends with people out here. Like, I'm not gonna say don't be friends with people, but I'm gonna say watch who you become friends with, and don't just hang out with just anybody. And if you see a red flag in somebody, cut them off. The people out here are snakes. Like, they're snakes. Like, they really, really are. So that's another thing I would tell people, is to watch who we hang out with. Not saying, I'm not going to tell y'all to not make friends, but me personally, I don't want to be friends with nobody out here no more. I'm done. And I'm grown. Like, first of all, I don't really need friends, you know? Like, I'm really a solo type of person. But it's like, when you have a light about you, you're always going to disturb people's demons. And then you're always going to attract the wrong people. You're going to attract unhealed people. You're going to attract, people use this word a lot, but narcissistic people, I don't care what nobody say. A lot of people have narcissistic tendencies. They have narcissistic, what do they call it? They have a narcissistic, I forgot what they call it, disorder or whatever the freak they call it, or they're just narcissists, whatever. These people out here in Atlanta, they have issues. Like the people out here, they're just snakes. Like they're snakes. Period. Point blank. I would just watch who you hang with, how you hang with. Don't tell people your business out here. I thought people were my friend, and that's where I messed up. And I usually don't even move like that. Like I try to keep my circle small as possible because I do not trust people. I thought people cared about me. I had to learn the hard way. Like, you really got to learn the hard way. And it's crazy because when you're a genuine person, you think other people are genuine. But I'm telling you now, like, some people come into your life with ulterior motives. Some people come in your life to distract you from God's calling on your life. Like, some people come into your life to destroy you. Like, not because they care about you, not because they're your friend, not because they love you. It's because they have ulterior motives, or they have some type of issue within themselves, and they trying to push that onto you and make you insecure because they're intimidated by you. Period. Point blank. Like, I have people talk about me on social media or whatever. Like, I ain't even gonna get into that story, but it's like, I'm never the person that think you're going to talk about me on social media and do weird stuff to me and think I'm going to keep talking to you or keep you around me. Nah, you got me messed up. I'm not that one. Never going to be, never is, never will be. End of discussion. I'm not like other people. I don't keep snakes around me. Like, I ain't going to lie. Like, people make mistakes and you can forgive people because God tells us to forgive. And it's not always for the other person. It's for us. You get what I'm saying? But when you doing something to somebody, and this is what I went through. Somebody did something to me intentionally, and they kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and then kept denying it and denying it and denying it. It's like, you're like, this is not from God. This is from the devil. You're from the devil. Because God don't operate in confusion and jealousy and envy. That the devil does. Whether it's a relationship, friendship, or family. If you're a snake, you a snake. Period, point blank. And if it's a snake, it's a snake. If it moves like a snake, if it's the color of a snake, it's a snake. I don't care what nobody say. But coming into this year, I have forgiven people. And some people, okay, you could let them back